Hi, I'm Rob. I'm the angry atheist. The reason I call myself that is because there's this sort of stereotype where people say, "Oh, atheists are angry at God." Um, so I just wanted to clear that up. Um, I'm not angry at God. That doesn't make any sense. I'm fucking furious with him. Why won't he talk to me? Talk to everyone else. Why won't you talk to me? You cunt. So what I'd like to talk about today is outside of time and space. It's a sort of a catchphrase that's going around, and when people say it, I don't think they really know what it is they're talking about, to be quite honest. It seems to be based on the idea that there must be a God, but people come to realise there's no credible evidence. You know, some people are bold enough to admit that. That's what the whole faith thing is about. So they say, well, if there's no evidence, he must be somewhere where there can't be any evidence. So he can't be in space and he can't be in time. If I was being really cheeky, I'd say, right, he's not in space, he's outside of space, he's outside of time. So that means he doesn't exist anywhere ever. Bing! But let's take it a bit further than that. So, I mean, space is just a place that things exist in. So if something is outside of space, I mean, we're talking about outside of our space, our reality, we'll just call it that. It's no good calling it the universe, because the universe is meant to be everything that exists. So as soon as you say, well, he's outside the universe, it's like, well, you've contradicted yourself already. That's like equivocating. You're pretending that the universe is everything, but then also you can have other stuff that isn't in it. That doesn't make sense. So let's just call it our reality. Okay, and there's space inside that things can exist in. And he's not in that apparently, so that means he's somewhere else. But he must be somewhere. If you're saying he's outside of space, they're saying there's a possibility he could have been in there in the first place. So where is he? Does he exist in a particular place or not? But the thing about time is that if he's outside our reality, his time could be different to ours. That's fair enough. If you imagine I run a computer program, and let's just say somehow that program comes to life. I keep going on about this on the forum, you're sick of it, I'm sure, but let's just say that somehow manifests itself in another reality, and that kind of plays out, and maybe even the things in it become self-aware as the program's running. Now, from their point of view, once I start the program, time might seem to run really slowly. Let's say the length of my program I run might be, say, 5,000 years just making stuff up. But from my point of view, the program might have finished in like 3 seconds. So, in this manifested reality, time's gone really slow. But from my point of view, 3 seconds is done. It's not too far-fetched because, as you know, time is relative anyway. Time isn't just constant, and it isn't just linear. It's relative to how fast you're moving and various other things. It's like the theory of relativity. So you could say that I'm outside of time with regard to this other reality that I made. This other reality that I made. But I've still got my own time in this universe, because time is, at a simplistic level, is a way of measuring differences. It's called, temporal. You're in one state, you do something, then you're in another state. If you don't have time, then you can't do anything, because you're just in one state. Because even if you don't call it time, if you've gone from one state to another, you've changed, haven't you? You've done something. So, you've at least got 2 separate points, before and an after point. So if God made everything, there must be a point before he made it and after he made it, from his point of view at least. Because if there isn't, if he doesn't have any time, and from his point of view everything's always been the same, then he never created the universe, because it was always there from his point of view. He couldn't do anything, he couldn't even move. He's just nothing. So it doesn't make any sense unless he's got his own timeline. Now that makes more sense. And then it could be again that our universe runs for the entirety of however many billions of years, but from his point of view, that might all have gone bloop, all done in like a second. So whatever point we're at now, this might be like a quarter of a second has passed for God or something. Yeah. Well, I think that pretty much covers it. So I don't know what people are getting at when they say that. If they just say he's outside of time completely, as I said, he's stuck in this position where he can't do anything. It doesn't make any sense. But you know, if he was in another reality, wherever he is, or he, he isn't anywhere, whatever, but he's got some sort of time, then it would make sense. That's consistent with what we observe, but it's certainly not necessary. It's just an unnecessary assumption that someone out there did some stuff. And normally, when there's absolutely no evidence of something, the reasonable conclusion for the time being is that it's probably not real, probably doesn't exist. It's not reasonable to go, well, it must exist, so there must be evidence somewhere else, but we can't find it. Like, well, why? If you haven't got evidence in the first place, why do you believe it? That's people don't use that logic for anything else. They don't just assume things are true, and then if they can't find evidence to back it up, they just say, well, it must be true, so the evidence is hidden in the fucking Antarctic or something. Yeah. Well, I'm Rob. I'm the Angry Atheist. Take care. Goodbye.